Hey there, hero. It's David H. Lawrence the 17th. And if you've coached with me at all, or if you've taken classes, or even if you haven't studied with me, you may have gotten this from someone else in your training. We often forget. We jump right to the copy. We jump right to performing, and we don't take a look at our character and where our character sits in the script. What role do they play? Are they the hero? Are they supporting? We do ask, who am I? Who is my character? What is my character's role? And I will often ask you, when I kind of sense that you're kind of nebulous about it and you're paying more attention to the words on the script, who are you talking to? Who is your audience of one? And that can really help you define how you approach what you say and how you say it. But there are three other things that I always ask, and I always hope that my clients ask about the situation, no matter what it is, whether it's commercials or audiobooks or training films or animation or narration, whatever it is. These three questions also need to be answered, no matter what your role is, whether it's just simply announcer or a character in a little tiny play. You're in a car commercial and you're a salesperson, or you're the consumer, you're the buyer, or who knows what you are. That's the point. So ask who you are and ask who you're talking to, and be really specific about both. But remember these three things as well. Always ask these as well. And sometimes they don't seem as sexy, as juicy as the other two. Oh, I need to know everything about myself. I need to know who I'm talking to. I need to know who my target is, right? Well, think about this. Where are you? If you're in a car dealer spot, are you inside? Are you outside? Are there people around you? Do you have to raise your voice to be heard over them? If you're narrating, are you talking to a large group? Are you talking to a small group? If you're in animation, or if you're in some sort of drama or comedy, that's a really important question to ask. Where am I? Because that informs how loud you are and how forceful you are, maybe even how fast or how slow you are, or if you talk to somebody under your breath. So that's one. Where am I? The second one, again, doesn't feel that juicy, but it really is. When is this? And not just what time of day or what day of the month or what season of the year, but where are we in the story? Are we ahead of a major plot point? And a major plot point in a commercial is presenting the call to action and why your product or service is really awesome. Is it before that? Is it after that? Are you helping somebody recover from a painful situation? Are you advertising a repair service? Somebody's thingamajig has been busted. So where are you in that story? And that's kind of the when of things. And the more you can hone in on that, the more likely it is that you can really specify how you present the copy. And then the third one, and this is one that people just fly right by because they think it's obvious. In fact, I'm going to go on a limb and say most of the things that I'm saying here are things that people fly right by in an effort to say the words well, to not make a mistake with the words on the page, to say a commercial, set of copy for commercial within 30 seconds or 60 seconds. That's required, but that's not what's going to make it great. So the third piece, after the where and the when, in terms of things that we often forget, is you know who you are, you know who you're talking to. Hopefully you've defined both of those things very well, but what is their relationship? You can say, I'm talking to my best friend at a bar. Okay. Are you having a good time with your best friend? Has your best friend just come to you with a problem? Are you looking to ask your best friend for advice? Has your best friend just spoken ill of you behind your back and you're upset with them? Is your best friend leaving because they're moving away and you're never going to see them in person, or very rarely? What is the relationship that you have? Is it salesperson and customer? Is it mother and son? Is it husband and wife? Is it new relationship? What is the relationship? And really hone in on it. Don't just do the cursory thing of, oh, I'm a sales guy. What How tall are you? What are you wearing? Think about all these things. And I know all you're doing is talking when you're doing voiceover, right? But that's why I say in the mutual muscles class, if you use those same muscles that you use for on camera or on stage, it can really flesh out and make really thick the authenticity and the accuracy and the authority with which you pretend to be in that circumstance, and you make it a reality when you're doing your script. And I'm telling you, this applies to everything. It applies to you're doing a voice for a bank and you're telling somebody their account is overdrawn. I talk about how that's a story as well. It's a sad story, but it's a story nonetheless. No matter what you're doing, you will always, always do better if you really hone in on the details of those questions. Who am I? Who am I talking to? What's our relationship? Where am I? What time is it? What day of the week? What month of the year is it? And where are we in the story? When is it in the story? I hope that helps. What I would love to do is find out if you do this all the time. And I'd also like you to say, look, you're absolutely right. I forget to do this all the time. I just want to get in, get it done, and move on to the next audition. I understand that. And I'm telling you, if you just take a little tiny bit of time and analyze those questions, not just the who am I and who I'm talking to, but the questions that surround the situation, you will find yourself doing a lot better, and everything will be a lot clearer. So let me know in the comments below if this makes sense to you and if this is something that you do. And if so, how do you do it? Do you often go directly to my best friend at a bar or over dinner or over drinks? That's easy. But what is it when you really sit down and analyze where the story is putting you and what you have to do? Let me know. Give me some feedback in the comments below. I'd love to hear if this makes sense to you, okay? And if you'd like to be on my list, I'd love to have you on my list. We are this close to launching voheroes.com. We've launched the website, but now we're launching the new year, and we're going to be doing that coming up soon. I'm going to have some free training for you. I'm really excited about it. I'm developing that right now. As you know, I've asked you what your questions are about what you would tell yourself if you could go back and do so. And I'm looking forward to answering those questions. Okay, enough. I'm David H. Lawrence, the 17th. I thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow.